So we missed cost here. Public abstract int cost, int parking hours. So mini, compact, and large will have to implement, right? Okay. So mini will return parking hours cross amount. In parking spot, is amount private? Yes, amount is private. So we can have it as protected into amount, right? Same way as we can have for large. Okay, parking hours cross amount, parking hours cross amount. Again, let's have parking spot decorator now. So we can have spot decorator. Okay, this class should be abstract class. This will have an instance of parking spot. So protected parking spot, and we have to have constructor here. So let's generate constructor. Now let's have electric. This will extend spot decorator, which means we have to implement the methods. Of course, parking decorator will extend parking spot also, which means electric will have to implement this method. Okay. So it wants us to call super. Let's have one more constructor here, which is an empty constructor, because it is asking for floor and amount, right? So we should have an empty constructor also. Just to keep it simple, we have empty constructor now. We made it because it was showing an error, because we have to pass in amount and floor number if we are going to make it. But those are just decorators which we want to add. That's why we have made an empty constructor over there. So for cost, let's say parking spot dot cost, for which we pass parking hours. Let's say for electricity, we have 50. Same ways, let's make wash. This will extend spot decorator. We implement the methods here. First, we'll have to implement constructor also. So let's just quickly implement constructor also. Wash. Okay, great. So parking spot dot cost, where we'll pass parking hours, plus let's say washing is 20 rupees extra. So here we have our cost function for washing also. So now, of course, we should have allow the user to add the capability. We should allow user to add wash and electric into the spot. So we should have those services also. So let's add them in parking service only, wherein if a person wants to add wash to it, a person is easily able to. Public void add wash. What will we get? Of course, we'll get a parking ticket only, that we have to add wash into this parking ticket. Parking ticket. What will we do? We'll just change the parking spot and we'll add wash to it. So parking ticket dot get dot set parking spot, new wash, parking ticket dot get parking spot. Okay, so we have added wash. If you are unable to understand what we have done, please go and watch car bill calculator in the fundamentals. Okay, you will get in-depth knowledge about decorator design pattern. Okay, and then we can simply return. Great. Okay, in parking ticket, we do not have get hours in parking ticket, right? How will we get how many hours this right now the car or vehicle has been parked for? So let's make a function get parking hours in parking ticket only, that how many hours have been done till now. So let's say we can calculate the amount of hours with this timestamp, but let's say just for simplicity, we are returning 2 for now. Okay, great. So let's write main function now and let's test our things. First is let's make parking lot dot get instance. Second is So we need to add a few parking spots also. So let's add parking. Let's get the instance of parking spot service. Okay, great. We have parking spot service also. Let's add few entrance panels. So I think without adding entrance panel also our code would work, because there's not much dependency on entrance panel, and not much info was given about entrance panel also. So let's quickly add parking spots. Let's add two compact, two large, and two mini parking spots. Great. We have created basically three parking spots or six parking spots. Now let's create three vehicles also. All three can be cars so that we can check everything. So let's have three vehicles. Okay, we have three vehicles also. Now what do we want? We want to enter and we want to exit. So we want an instance of parking lot service also. So let's have it. And we need to pass strategy also, right? So in parking service, we need to pass strategy here. So let's say we are passing farthest first strategy just to test. So let's get an instance of parking lot service. Okay. So here we have an instance of farthest first. Okay. And of course, we want to have payment also. So let's have an instance of payment service also. Okay, great. So let's start. Let's make vehicle one enter. Here we did the entry. Let's print parking ticket. Okay. And let's check if parking ticket is valid or not. Let's run this and check. Okay. Okay, we can see a few issues. Cannot display service dot update. Okay, so display service, let's check. Okay. We can't have an instance of display service here. Let's have an instance of display service IMPL here. Okay. And now why is it showing an issue? Display service IMPL, and we have update here. Okay, so we need to pass an event actually. So we need to pass an event, which I feel would be wrong. We need not to pass an event. So let's just quickly make a function or method in the display service only. Okay, so we should remove this and we can have display service update method in display service. We can make it here only. Okay. Void update. We can pass in spot enum parking spot enum comma int change. Let's fetch the current count and we can pass it here. Or what we can do is, and the new count would be this. Let's finally update. Okay, so let's quickly run it. Okay, what's the issue? So now you see we have got this issue, and of course I've understood the issue. So we need to pass in integer, but it's taking int. So we need to change it to integer, and let's hard code amount for now, but we can change it to integer again. We can hard code it for now. Let's pass 20 here. Same thing for large. This should be integer, right? And we can hard code amount. Let's say 30. Same ways for mini, we have to make the changes. Let's say we pass in 10 as the amount integer. Okay, great. So now let's run it. Okay, what's the issue now? Cannot invoke. Okay, so we have an empty list there. Okay, no worries, no worries. Let's move to parking lot. So we have got an empty list here. So we need to fix this list. Okay, so let's initialize empty list in it. Okay, so in display board also we need to do. Okay, so let's go in display service. It might be returning null. Yes, it is returning null. So basically current count is null. If current count equals null, then let's initialize it with 0. Okay, this should be integer. Let's again run it. Okay, so here we see parking ticket is this, and we have tried to print ID of the vehicle from the parking ticket. And of course, we can check it also, right? We can check by system.out.println .get vehicle. Let's check if it's equals to which vehicle? V1. Okay, let's check. So yes, you can see it's equal to this, right? Let's test more. Let's make V2 also enter the parking lot. So here we made V2 enter. Let's add wash to it. So we added wash to parking ticket 2. Let's print parking ticket 2. So here we did, okay, and let's see the vehicle of parking ticket 2. Great. So we have it here. Again, we can check if it's equal to V2 or not. Now let's make V2 exit. Okay, we need to pass comma V2. Okay. Okay, what's happening? Okay, we need to surround it with a try catch block because it will. Okay, we need to put it inside try block. Cool. Let's fetch the cost. Okay, here we are. Let's print cost. Let's check if it's right. Okay, cost is coming out to be 60. Yes, why? Compact had a cost of 20 and we had put get parking hours as 2, right? And washing had a cost of 20, if you remember. Let's check. Yeah. So I think cost is coming out to be right. Let's accept cash also. Accept cash. Okay, let's see what if this works correctly or not. Great. So making a payment of 60 rupees. Here it prints. Same way as you can test more. I've given you a working code. You can test more. You can clone this repo. We would be giving you the link. I believe everything is working fine, fortunately. And so in this chapter, I believe we have learned a lot. If you have any questions now also, you can post it in the discussions panel below. We can have a good discussion over there. Thank you so much.